Hello, welcome guys to IRL F1 Azerbaijan round 16. This is the season 5. We'll see what people can do today in Baku. There's currently no one is getting ready to come out on track since they're going to put their setups on. So we'll get the telemetry and everything ready. I've already received the message. Is there a problem? Sure everything is working correctly before I start the comments. There we go. I believe. Oh, the McLaren is pits illegally there. It is letting Lee through and Tyler Rhodes. But I do believe Gabriel Ryan. No, Gabriel Ryan wasn't the first one to be out. I believe it might have been a Red Bull actually. Let's go with Jack. Currently our championship leader who hits the wall and loses a bit of his front wing. Unfortunately, he will have to come back in the pits. He is on a set of ultras. Very interesting. Let's go on board. On board with James. He did very well yesterday in IRL F2. He runs wide there. I'm ready for people to get ready on their laps. I have a feeling Lee is ready to snap. Alright, we'll go on board with Tyler Rhodes because I believe he is the first one to get ready to start his lap. He's getting prepared on a set of super softs. There's only 4 people who are on the soft tyres. Alexandra Bastos, Jay, James and Can. So Tyler Rhodes can do nice and tidy through the fast right and left. Going absolutely flat out down here. 212, topping the speed of 214 miles per hour. Straight to gear 2 onto this corner. I would have gone to gear 3. Oh, and the rear snaps out. Coming into turn 2. Brakes pretty early. DRS straight away open. Gassing that McLaren car. And I'll give you my top 4 prediction for quali. I believe it will be Jack in first, Jay in second, Sinclair in third, and fourth. Who am I going to put fourth? Felix. We'll have Felix in 4th place. Rhodes is now approaching Castle section. This was a very troubling section for me yesterday in IRL. Nice and tidy through there. Quite fast through there actually. Oh, that may be invalid. We'll stay on board because I believe he's still pushing that car. Flat out through this section. It's very easy to lose it through there. Taps the wall a tiny bit. I believe there was carbon fibre there on the track from another car. Now this is where low downforce is key. Nice and tidy through that, runs really wide. It's going to get the fast exit, 203 miles an hour I believe in the speed trap there. But DRS is open as Bran sets a 138.1 already on ultras. Let's see what Tyler Rhodes does, a 38.9. A few tenths off the pace there. We'll now go on board with Lou, whose lap was a 139.1. Very close. As Lee Kelly was a 142.3, but I believe that wasn't a competitive lap time because I did see him yesterday set a 140. We'll go on board with Technic Gaming right now. A 137.7. What a lap! Go on board with. Who should we go on board with? Let's go on board. Oh no, Sondre isn't on. He's in the pits. So let's go on board with Felix. Approaching Castle section. Oh, clips the wall there. That was lucky it didn't hit the other wall and lose a wheel. Nice and flat. However, there is yellows in sector 1. Nice and tight. That was the tidiest I have seen any car through that section. Felix is getting ready to put the power down on this Sauber. Oh, that may have been invalid. He's in ERS mode 5. It's party mode time for him. I believe Felix would like to get first. Let's see what he can do. 203 in the speed trap, same as Tyler Rhodes. Maxing the speed out. Look how much ERS he's burning. And that promotes him to 3rd place, a 138.4, and it is on the Ultras. There's not a lot of people on the softs or the supers. Sondre is on an outlap, and so is Jay. Sinclair and Jack, who hasn't set a lap, but I believe Jack is on a competitive lap time right now. Jack, he's absolutely fighting the car right now. He is the leader of the championship currently. He knows if he wants to stay in this leader championship, he knows he has to win or score points. He'll be doing anything to win this title. Flying through that section, going flat out, almost 216 miles an hour, a 137.1. Wow, that's a real good lap time from Jack. Showing the pace already on those ultras, proving who is boss right now. We'll currently go on board with Sondre, who is about to start a lap. As I believe that was Jay coming in the pits. Yes, it was. So we'll stay on board with Sondre. Going on board shot. Oh, and it's really wide. Still in ERS mode 5. Nice and flat through there. See how he is through this section with his downforce. I do believe me and him use the same setup, which is Matthew's setup, I believe. Nice and tidy through that section. Now this is very important, this chicane area. You need to get a nice exit or you will lose a lot of time. Pretty nice and really did snap out there. Let's see how close he can get through Castle. Waxing that engine out. Nice and tidy through Castle, doesn't clip the curb. That was nice and tidy through there. Chucking the car in the corners, a bit of wheel spin. Oh, and he almost loses the rear, and I believe that will not be a competitive lap time. I believe he still will finish the lap. He almost loses a bit of his wing. I didn't see any wing damage. That may have scared Sondre. Currently the only three who hasn't set a lap time is Sinclair, Sondre and Jay. Sondre is about to finish his lap, I believe. However, there is yellow in sector 1-2 as someone crashed in Castle. The wheels are quickly gone. See where Sondre can put himself. 216 miles, 217, and it promotes him to 7th. I believe he lost a few tenths, however, so he probably could have been even 4th by losing it there. So now we'll go on board with Lee, who's on 3 laps ultras, who is 1 tenth down. He must be coming into the pits. Let's go on board with... Let's go on board with Sinclair. He will be eventually starting his lap. Who is Darren. Let's see how he can go. He is on ERS mode 0. So he's preparing. However, there is yellows in sector 1 and 2. So someone has lost it in the Castle. There's again in sector 1. I believe that's people letting people through, however, like. As I don't believe Aaron is on a competitive lap because he's on the ERS mode 0, unless that is a glitch. I don't know what Darren is trying to do, but he is in ERS mode 0 right now, so I don't believe it will be a competitive lap time compared to everybody else. The yellow's in sector 3. Jay is on an outlap right now. As Sondre has retired through I believe he has retired through Castle. Let's have a look on board with Jay. Is it through Castle? No, I believe he's just retired the car. I haven't seen where he's retired. There is no yellows on track. So I believe it was a manual retirement in the pits. Oh, Darren almost loses it there. This is where all his focus is. He's still in ERS mode 0. I don't believe this is actually in a lap time. I think he's just putting a banker in so he can see where he can improve. There's Joshua letting Darren through. I wonder what happened to Sondre. His technique gaming has just set a 1:36.9. And as told Jack, if you want first, you're going to have to battle with me. I believe Jack is currently on a lap. I will go on board with Jay in a minute because he is on a lap time. See what Jay can do today. I believe Darren is pitting. Yeah, he is pitting. So we'll go on board with Jay right now. I believe Sondre did lose it into Castle. I'm sure he's done a mini-me there, as Jay is absolutely fighting that car through this section. Bit of drifting there. Nice, entirely. Getting the power down quickly as possible. Oh, very close to that wall there. Jay means business. Nice take to that section. Lee again starts to slip out. See what Jay can do. See if he can beat his teammate Tyler Rhodes, who's currently in 4th. Surprisingly, there's no Ferraris today, so there won't be McLaren versus Ferrari again like Belgium. Nice and tidy, absolutely flat through there, no lifting off at all. I believe Jay is the fastest there though, through the speed trap. And that puts him to 3rd, a 1:37.1 on a set of super softs. That is outstanding. However, Jack has just proven his technique game, and if he wants first, he's going to have to do a lot more than that. What he set, a 1:36.9. However, Jack sets a 1:36.6. Jeez, that is a quick lap, quicker than me. Good lap from Jack there. Oh, someone has moved. Joshua, I believe, has moved to 6th place with a 1:38.1. There is yellows. As we will go on board with James, who is now approaching the castle section. Nice and tight, doesn't clip the wall. Absolutely flat right now. He's got a lot of ERS to burn, so I don't believe this is a competitive lap time. Well, if it is, he's a legend at saving ERS, because I would have already been halfway down. Someone has just lost it, I believe in sector 1. Jamie, it just looks like he's relaxing at the moment, because that car is driving amazing right now. See what he can do. There's only 4 minutes left of the session. People roughly will now be coming into their pits to get ready for their fastest lap. As James does actually do a nice lap, 38.5. I believe that was a whole second quicker than his last lap. Oh, and Jamie, sorry, almost loses it there. Oh, I believe that is Alexander. Yep, that is Alexander, who is not on a lap, I believe, because he's basically out of ERS. See where Jay's in the pits. Tyler Rhodes is out on a lap right now. Tyler Rhodes was an F2 driver. He showed excellent form what promoted him to the top tier. See what Tyler Rhodes can do today. See if he can improve from 7th place. A bit wide through that section, approaching Castle. A lot of concentration. Oh, his rear did snap. Oh, and he's lost his wheel. He's done a Paco Suarez and myself. Unfortunate there for Tyler Rhodes. That is very unfortunate. It's very tricky, Castle section. Very unfortunate, and at the moment he will be starting 7th. Well, the only person who is actually out on a lap is Alexander Bastos, who's basically out of the RS. And Jamie, but they're both, looks like they're pitting. Yeah. They're both pitting. Let's go on board with Lou. Let's see what he can do. Very unlucky at Belgium. Getting ready for his lap. Mod 5. See what the Toro Rosso Honda engine can do. Nice and tidy through that section. Very fast.
2017 saw the introduction of the T-wing in an effort to increase.
Max the speed as Alexander Bastos has retired in the pit lane. Unlucky for you, Tyler. Sorry, a lot of people. As Darren has also retired. I don't know where that. I believe that actually might have been in Castle. See what Louis can do. Still in the ERS Mod 5. I would have switched to ERS Mod 3 at this point. Give some more power on the corners. He's absolutely flying right now. This chicane is really important. Get a bad exit, it could go easily wrong. Nice and tidy through exit, got the best exit there. That's this right. Now he's got Castle. This is where all his concentration has to be in. He has to get a nice light through Castle. Doesn't hit the wall. This wasn't the best camera view. He does snap out a tiny bit. He's still got half ERS left, and hardly is any, well, actually hardly any ERS has been burned. Clips the wall there. Luckily no carbon fibre has come off his front wing. See what Lou can do. Wheel spin there, I believe. Now this is it. This is where low downforce is key. Max speed possible down here. 205 miles an hour into the speed trap right now. Basically out of ERS. And Louis sets a 138 flat. 6th place. So now we will go on board with Jack. Oh, hang on a minute. There is yellows in sector 2 as someone crashed in Castle. David Ryan is on a competitive. As Jay has retired. Has he retired in Castle? Yes! There's been a huge crash. I don't know what that is between. I don't know if Jay has retired in on track and has caused Jack to not set a lap, and I believe those two won't be happy as Brand gets through there. Now, oh no, there's been more contact. Both Mercedes are through Castle. There's a huge crash through Castle right now. Massive crash right now. Brand will be absolutely furious. Stay on board of Gabriel Ryan, promotes him to 4th, beat Lee's Kelly's time. Brand will not be on a lap. How about Joshua? Nope, he won't be on a lap either. So I believe that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Jack has took 1st in Baku. Redemption from Belgium. As Technic Gaming has took 2nd. Jay is 3rd. But Jay won't be in Jack's best books right now, I believe. Unless it was Jack's fault. We'll wait and see. As Gabriel Ryan is in 4th. So my prediction was wrong. That is the most chaotic Castle section I've seen. As Aaron has said, it's a crash gate. I do agree that was a lot of cars there piled up with Bran. You can tell Bran's not happy, just weaving that car. Finishing his lap. And he's very angry and crashed the car. Lee Kelly, though, an F2 driver, got 5th place. I've got to give him it. He's on form right now. On form in F2 and on form in F1. See if he can survive Baku this time. It's unfortunate. Last time him and Tyler Thomas were involved in an incident, basically, and somehow I managed to avoid it with Jamie. Oh, James, sorry, not Jamie. I don't know why I keep saying Jamie. There's too many J's. Anyway, I will go through the top 3. Top 3 is Jack, Technic Gaming, and Jay. Gabriel Ryan is in 4th, Lee in 5th, Can in 6th, Bran in 7th, Felix is in 8th. It's unfortunate from him there. Also getting beaten by an F2 driver. There's Louis is in 9th, Joshua in 10th, Tyler Rhodes is in 11th, Jamie in 12th, Sondre in 13th on Ultras, but everybody else 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. I have a free choice of tyre, as Darren didn't even set a lap. Alexander Bastos is in 15th with a set of supers. So let's see what the tyre choices at the back end can choose. I wonder if there's going to be only 6 finishes like in IRL F2. It was 7 until Shane unfortunately crashed on the last lap. But I'm going to predict, well, how many races there? There's probably 10 finishes, 0 safety cars, because the safety car, the amount of crashes yesterday, no safety car came out. I have a, well, top 3 prediction. I believe Jack's going to win, with Jay in 2nd, 3rd. I'm going to give, I'm trying to think, who would get 3rd? I'm going to give it Bran. Bran or Lee for 3rd. So now we do get ready for our formation lap. See what everyone's tyres are on. So Sondre does go on a set of supers. Gray goes on softs, so does Darren. Alexander Bastos stays on super softs. As Jamie goes on ultras. Tyler Rhodes is in 11th, so he's got a free choice of tyres, so it's not the best place to be. He is on supers. Midfield isn't the best place to be in Baku because you could be involved in a huge accident. As you can see, everyone's warming up, getting ready. I wonder what Jack is thinking right now in his mind. I wonder if Jack's going to think he's got the win, or is he going to have 2 challengers, Technic and Jay. Never know, possibly Lee, if Lee keeps improving as he is. Because honestly, Lee is just performing excellent right now. It's like, it's a corner cut there, Jack. Luckily you don't get penalised through formation lap. I'm going to ask the people who are watching, what's your prediction for the top 3? So I've told you mine, Jack, Jay or Bran or Lee. Jack needs to be careful by the technique game doesn't get him disqualified. Everyone's getting bumped up right now. Just getting has been disqualified. And it looks like, yep, Jack's also been disqualified. Got a terrible camera view. Jay, Jack, and Aaron is going Gabriel, Jay, and Darren. At least Jay's in both of our picks then. I'm surprised, well, and Jack as well for the international racing. It's Joe has put Squeezy, or Jack, Jay, and Felix. Was you expecting Felix to do a mini-me? Well, I was 10th and I still got 3rd. So you believe he could get 3rd today? Sure. We'll wait and see. See what Felix has got on his pace. He isn't a set of ultras, but there's a lot of people on ultras, so he hasn't got the tyre advantage really. Luis says Jay, Gabriel and Lee, so he's actually expecting Lee to get 3rd. Wow. I did say Lee may get there. He might get 4th. As long as he avoids any contact and damaging that, as we've got a terrible camera view. There we go. I will have to go on board with Jay as we're going on the starting sequence. 4 lights, 5 lights. There's a very big delay. And lights are out and away we go. And it looks like Technic Gaming has got a better run than Jack. Actually, no. What's just happened there? Oh, there's chaos. Oh, there's chaos at the back. I believe that was Lou who's been shoved out wide. And has lost a lot of positions. Oh, and there's contact between Felix and Joshua and James. James has to back off a bit there. There's absolutely chaos already, but no retirement so far. As Tyler Rhodes has lost 2 positions, he has to be careful. Oh, and there's contact ahead. Oh, and there's big contact ahead between Louis and Pereira. It's absolute chaos right now, as Jay has already been promoted to 2nd place. I know he's got his mindset for 1st. See how everyone is. I will go on board with Bran. Oh, hang on, James has lost it through the chicane. I don't know what happened to him there. He is on the ultras, however, and it's already a retirement. There's been chaos in the castle. There's an absolute pile-up. And I believe if no one gets going in a minute, there may be a disqualification, as now James is out of the race. God, I thought the top drivers would be a lot more safer through there. There's absolutely chaos. Is Sondre been involved in this as well? If Sondre's not careful, luckily Sondre has got no damage. As there is a lot of time penalties going on, but I believe they will be taken off because of Brand's crash. James is already out, so we've already had 2 retirements through the castle section. Bran and James. Very chaotic, as there's a huge gap now. As Jay's actually dropped off Jack a bit. However, Technic Gaming is gaining. Oh, and there's almost contact between Lee, I believe, and Gabriel Ryan has just lost 2 positions between both Williams drivers. Is this my eyes deceiving me or something, or is Lee actually in 4th, challenging for 3rd place? An F2 driver is already challenging, well, 3 top F1 drivers right now. Absolute chaos though at the start. I don't know what is wrong with this game with safety cars. There's a lot of people pitting. Sondre will be happy though. He is now in 8th. Is actually past Darren. He's actually, and so is Felix. Felix is on the prowl. Felix will not be happy with what has happened at the start. Well, Lewis is already doubting Lee, but I'm sorry, Lewis, but Lee is absolutely flying right now. He may not be able to keep with him, but he's showing he may want to be an F1 driver right now because he's embarrassing some of the F1 drivers right now, especially when he's in F2. At the start of the season, he wasn't even a contender for a title shot maybe, and probably next season, if he does stay in F2, he could be a challenger with me and Paco. Lee is absolutely flying right now. He is losing a lot of time though to the top 3, and his teammate is gaining. Jack sets the fastest lap at 140.7. Oh, Brandon's left the session. Thought another retirement happened. Williams are in combat. If I was Leard Letcan through, he may be able to help him out with the top 3. We're on board with Felix, who is battling Sondre right now. Actually, we'll stay on board with actually Cameron now, because this is a closer battle. 3 drivers right now. As Jack is pulling away from Jay, the gap is currently 2.1 seconds. However, Jay is on the super soft tyres, and I don't believe those ultras will last another 5 laps. Look how close these Williams drivers are. Well, he's already turned some assists off there, Lewis. Can't be too harsh on him though, he's only 10. And he's... I've got to give it him, he has proved a lot from the start of F2 season. But enough about F2, this is F1. currently the leader is Jack with a 2.5 second gap. He wants to get a huge gap so he can make the one-stop strategy work. I believe that what he is on. Jay's roughly keeping the gap though to 2.5. His technique is lost time actually to Jay. It's to 2 seconds and he is on the quicker tyre. The Williams are in combat. Look how close. Lee's defending on the inside line. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. Lee's pitting. Has Lee got damage? This isn't like Lee pitting very early on the ultras. Yes, he has got wing damage. So, and he is going on a set of softs, so they could possibly go to the end. Now go back on board with Gabriel Ryan right now. Hoping to score some more points. He's on the ultras though, those ultras won't last long. As actually, hang on a minute, without me knowing, Felix has already passed Sondre. The only battle right now is Gabriel Ryan and Cam. Right now. Gabriel is closing very slowly. Oh, really technically getting a mistake there. Can is losing the rear a tiny bit. I'm surprised there wasn't any more retirements though through that chaos between Bram and another driver in the castle section. He is now on the back of Khan. 4/10 right now. He is on ultras. They're both on the same tyre, so if he was on a different tyre, he'd gain a lot more quickly. Oh, let's look at Khan just trying to come back at him, but he knows that's not the smart way. There is another DRS zone, so he could get him back. That was a nice move there from Gabriel. Nice and tidy through this section. No wheel spin from neither driver. Canny's getting right behind Gabriel. He knows he wants this position. However, there is another battle on track right now between Lee Kelly and Felix. I believe that is on the fast section. Felix is on the quicker tyre, however, Lee is on the softs, what will go to the end. As look at Lee showing Felix how to get the movement. I believe there may have been contact there. That was a nice move from Felix. Went on the outside. Gabriel Ryan has lost a lot of... Wow, he was ahead by like 2/10 and then he's dropped back to 8/10. Now dropped back to a second. Is there contact? The damage to his wing? No, no damage to his wing right now. But however, there is a battle between Felix and Lee. And look at this, Sondre. Sondre, the man who knows how to make overtakes happen. Being very smart, not getting into this battle yet, but he wants that both positions he could capitalise on the straight. He looks hungry. Looks very hungry right now, but he has backed off a tiny bit because he feels these two may collide in the castle section, which is possible. Lee did retire in quali yesterday. However, there is yellows in sector 2, and that is Darren. Darren has made a mistake in the castle section, lost a bit of his wing and also gets a penalty, so that won't help. As Lee is actually defending from Felix. Who would believe that? The person who on soft tyres compared to Felix on super softs is defending from Lee. However, Darren has retired. Darren has retired. Oh, and it's through that section. That is very... Not really a best place to retire the car. But I don't believe he could help it because he has lost the wheel, and that was Tyler Rhodes. Ooh, that was very close there for Tyler Rhodes. Alexander Bastos, is he going to avoid? Oh, the car has disappeared. We have to go back on the board with Felix. Neck and neck. Felix and Lee. Is Lee going to outbrake him? Round the outside, Lee is doing it again. Look at Lee. He's a man on a mission compared to Felix. As Felix is going to say, thank you very much. Job is done. I don't know who will have DRS. And I do believe it's Lee. Felix is defending on the inside. Not the best decision, I believe. You won't believe. Look at Lee. It's still there. Oh, Felix has to be careful. I've got to give Lee the credit. He is showing Felix that he deserves to be in F1. Oh, as Felix runs wide. Oh, and this is going to be a perfect switchback for Lee. Oh, look at Sondre. He's even getting involved. This is an amazing battle right now between 3 cars, 2 F1 drivers and 1 F2. It's the best battling I've seen from Lee. Look at Felix, he's all on the back of him. This is a nice helicopter view right now. Looks like though Lee's holding his own against Felix on those soft tyres as... Oh, hang on a minute. Jack and Technic Gaming have finally pitted. They're on both on soft tyres and that gives Jay the net lead currently. So the gap to the leader is currently 12 point... Well, at the moment it's currently 15.2 seconds. So I believe the pit stop round here is roughly 18. So Jay needs to build up a gap of 3 seconds to get to that 18. However, Lee has pulled away from Felix a tiny bit. Is Felix already struggling with tyre wear issues? Jay brakes a lot later than Lee and almost suffers the effect from it, almost hits the wall. Oh, Sondre runs deep, almost loses his front wing there. Lee is flying right now. I don't believe this is the only battle at the moment. What is it on track? 3 drivers battling for 6th place. One person who's already, well, I think all of them have made pit stops. Well, Sondre hasn't, and he's doing quite well. I believe though Felix will pit again. I bet Felix is absolutely furious in the car right now. I bet he can't believe there's actually an F2 driver who's currently stopping him, passing him, because I couldn't stop him when I was racing him against Abu Dhabi. And Lee is proving that he's the one who can stop Felix getting past. Look at Felix, he's right in the back of Lee. Go on the TV pod mode right now. Just trying to look around the outside. It's foolish to make a move here. He brakes very early. Lee is holding his own right now. As Sondre again backs off. He believes these two will collide. Probably make a mistake. I believe that Sondre is making the best decision right now. He's backing off to cool off his tyres. Oh, let's look at Felix. He's right on him now. As Felix finally got the move done before DRS. We don't have the best camera view, but look at Lee. Ah, but there's the mighty power of DRS. Lee's got hardly any ERS right now. And I believe that will be the move done. Finally, Felix will be like thrilled to have got past Lee. However, Lee is still there. Almost desynced Felix, so Lee has to be careful. That was too close. However, is he going to go for the lunge? I believe he may. No, he's not. He's being very smart. However, Felix is a tad bit wide, but I believe now Felix has got the position. However, we'll stay on board with Lee because since there is no other battle right now on track, however, there is a battle forming, I believe. Can and Technic, 1.3 seconds right now. Sondre is still losing time compared to Lee. So currently the gap between Jack and Jay is 15.1. Nice and tidy there for Sondre. Still hasn't closed the gap, and Jay still not pitted after 8 laps on those supers. So rear kicks out there. He has to, the gap is really decreasing now from Jack. Jack is now starting to push. He knows what he has to do to get first place. He has to narrow the gap between him and Jay, which he is doing very slowly, but he is achieving that goal. So we'll go back on board with Lee. Lee stayed with Felix. Now, Felix must have thought he got away from Lee, but look at Lee. He is coming back as Felix does a late defence move. He can't defend again. And there we go. Lee says thank you very much and it takes his position back. So this battle isn't over between these two. I know what Lee's doing. Lee's been very smart with this decision. However, Felix has got DRS. Now, Lee could take the slipstream of Felix and go for the lunge, which I believe he may do, but no, look at that. Felix has still got the straight line speed. Lee really needs to save his ERS because I believe... Oh, Felix almost loses it! Felix almost loses it between Lee. I believe there was contact. I could be wrong. There's only been 3 retirements so far. But both Renaults are not going to score any points today. Unfortunate. So Lee takes this section, gets so close to Felix. That dirty air must be horrible right now. Still no other battles right now, really. Wow, there is a battle for 11th place. Alexandre Bastos against Joshua. Only 8 times. However, we will stay on board with a battle between for 6th. Achilles has saved a bit more ERS and stayed with him. Sondre Sorhaug, however, has lost another second between these two. He was 2 seconds, I believe, last lap. Having Gabriel Ryan has retired. Oh, and unfortunately, we will not see it. But, oh, actually, no, we might, actually. I believe... Wait. Oh, I thought that said Felix retired then. Like, the screen glitched. Where did he lose it? Oh, I believe Lee had to give him the position back. Oh, no. I don't know why Lee is doing that. As there's yellows in sector 1 and 2. Someone else was retired. There's a virtual safety car. No safety car, but a virtual. Oh, hang on a minute. Pereira has lost all his front wing. And I believe he has been lapped by Jack. There is a 4th retirement, which is Gabriel Ryan. So no one will be battling right now. The virtual safety car is about to end, I believe. No, it's not ending yet. This will help Felix and Sondre, however. Oh, no, actually, no, it won't help Sondre. Sondre has just pitted. So Sondre pitted at the wrong time, I believe. Surely the virtual safety car has to end by now. Is anyone pitting? Yep, Pereira is pitting for his front wing change. And now lights are out. Let's see what Lee can do. He has saved so much ERS now. He would have thanked that virtual safety car. Look, Felix is only running wide. The thing is, Lee doesn't really need to battle Felix because Lee's already pitted. I believe Lee's already made his stop. But Felix, the rear is snapping. Oh, and he clips the wall. Was there damage? No, luckily there wasn't. Felix has to be careful because now Lee is in attack mode. I know what that mode feels like. I've had it in Belgium and it isn't nice feeling as Felix again is getting passed by Lee. Lee, I don't know what Lee is trying to prove here, but I believe again, oh actually no, it worked this time. He does have DRS, so he's actually outsmarted Felix. Wow, a 10-year-old has just outsmarted Felix. Jesus. Look at the lunge Lee gets and just makes that section, holds Felix behind. As Brandon does apologise for killing anyone. Well, Bran, you only killed 2 people. Yourself and James, I believe. There was a pile-up, but you didn't retire anybody else out. So the other 2 retirements have either crashed out or they've just manually retired the car. Felix must be absolutely furious. I don't know what he's thinking in that helmet, but I'd be furious too, actually. Lee just keep passing you on that straight. Do all that much work and he just somehow gets through and stays with you when you do get a gap. Yeah, which is true, Brandon. The only person who didn't get damaged, what actually quite surprised me, is the bottler himself, is Sondre. Sondre is actually doing quite well. Currently in 9th. He's already made a pit stop. Oh, actually, I didn't even notice this. Jay did pit it, and he's 8 seconds off Jack. So I believe that win is sealed for Jack right now. It's Felix now losing time to lead. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. Oh, wrong button. There is another battle forming. No, he's lost a lot of time. I believe there was damage. As Louis is in the pits. As Felix is back on board with Lee. Oh, Lee does a late block. That, I don't know if he already did a defending move, but that was very late indeed. And, well, he's going on the racing line, so it technically isn't a block. I'll understand if it wasn't on the racing line, then yeah, I would be mad, but I don't know, can't really judge that. Felix is a good driver though, he has to be calm, be patient, and he will get through. But he's lost a lot. Lee is 21 seconds off Cam, and I believe Cam has actually made a pit stop. Yeah, so I believe the highest position Felix may get is 5th. As Jay has just set the fastest lap, 140.6. So he beats Jack's lap on Ultras. Which was on Ultras, sorry. So he has put a tiny bit of a gap, but it won't help. However, he is slow through this section. And geez, Felix again hits the wall, but look how much speed Felix has got compared to Lee. Lee is defending the inside. Is he dummying the pits? Yeah, he does the dummy. Unless that was the block. We'll see how he goes. Felix round the outside. Oh, bang on. Lee's defending. Felix like, well, you've been doing that trick to me all race. Now it's my turn. And it worked perfectly. First time, Felix lifts off to get DRS to try and pass Lee on the outside. Lee goes on the inside. Sorry, Felix goes on the inside. Lee is parking the car pretty well as Felix almost loses control. Oh! Felix has just hit Lee! Felix has just hit Lee! Lee will be furious with that. That was, in my opinion, Felix's fault there. He just misjudged his brakes and just ploughed into Lee. Unless Lee did brake earlier, I couldn't tell. I don't believe there's any damage on Lee's car, luckily. He hit his rear tyre. Look, that was actually a hefty impact. That could have been... Hey, oh, and there's Jay! Second place driver has retired, and that is through the fast left and right. Oh, that is unfortunate. Hopefully it's not in a dodgy place. No, not really. Oh, that is unfortunate there from Jay. And Lee could possibly get 4th right now. I bet all he hoping is one more retirement and he could be on the podium. As there is 2 of my predictions out now of a podium. The only 2 who are left are Jack and Lee. And Jack is my favourite to win this race. As Aaron has already said, he knew Jay would crash. Well, you know, it's the soft tyres aren't the best tyres to be on. They're not the grippiest, but you have to go on them if you want to finish the race. I believe, yeah, Felix is finally pitting. Finally pit, because he actually has got a lot of damage from his front wing. What tyres will he go on? Well, he has to go on softs actually. Yeah, will Sondre pass him? Yep, Sondre has got through. So that time, Lee and Felix were battling. Sondre didn't even have to wait for that front wing to be repaired. He's easily got by. And actually, Sondre is currently 6th and actually battling with Tyler Rhodes. We'd expect Sondre to battle with Tyler Rhodes, but look at him, he's on form right now, on the outside of Tyler Rhodes. Tyler Rhodes defends on the inside, round the outside. Oh, and there's a bit of contact there between Tyler Rhodes and Sondre. I believe they lost a bit of his wing there, and Tyler Rhodes will not be happy with Sondre. However, Sondre did have the racing line in theory on the outside, but I believe Tyler Rhodes did brake late, but Sondre did turn a bit too early. So they're both at fault in my opinion there. However, if Sondre wants to catch up with Lee, he's going to have to show some masterclass driving right now. There's not really any battles on track right. Oh, actually no, there is. Well, between Tyler and Sondre, but that battle will be not a battle anymore, since Tyler Rhodes has got a lot of damage to his front wing. Felix is in 8th place on another supers. Wait, why is he on another set? He's on a 2-stop strategy, so I believe he will go for fastest lap. I don't know what tyre he started. I do know what tyre he started on. He started on the ultras, I believe. So he was doing the 2-stop. I'm surprised he didn't go on the softs. They could have made it to the end. Has lost a lot of time, as now Sondre is gaining on Lee. He's gained a whole second actually. There's 11 laps left. Can Sondre gain 16.8 seconds in 11 laps? Well, Sondre, he's proven against me before anything is not possible. Just see what he can do. There's currently not really any battles on track. He's actually gaining on Technique Gaming right now. 3.8 seconds, was 4 seconds just a minute ago. Very slowly gaining. The Williams drivers are absolutely performing excellent right now. Currently there's only been 5 retirements. One whole team is out. Gabriel Ryan's out, Mercedes is out, and McLaren is out. It's unfortunate for those drivers there. See how many positions people have gained. The biggest gainer is actually Sondre and Alexander Bastos, who've gained 8 positions. However, the 2 biggest losers are the 2 people who are out of the race, is Jay and Gabriel Ryan. Oh, and Bran as well. 8 losses, and Jack and Technic Gaming are both in the same position they started. I've got to give it Lee. He's done very well. He's done really well today. I have to give it him. Jay does say he got bored after 2 laps on this track. Well, yeah, it does get boring at a certain point, but if you're in the title, mate, you know, if you're battling with someone, it makes it less boring. Could be worse, mate. It could be Monaco. Monaco is like the most boringest track to for commentators, really. Like, there's hardly any overtaking, really. So, there is a lot of accidents, so you know, you can't blame Monaco to be a boring track, really. You know, the cars are not meant for Monaco, but somehow they still managed to get through, as there's still no battling on track. Felix is slowly gaining on Alexander Bastos, who's new set of supers. But yeah, Monaco is a nice track. I do prefer Monaco over Baku. Very slowly gaining on Alexander Bastos, 10th there. Let's see how much he can gain through the castle section. I need 2 more retirements, and then my prediction is, well, actually 1 more retirement, and then my prediction is right. Hopefully no other driver wants to do that, so I want them all to finish. Felix is gaining. If he gains, yep, he is now in DRS range. Alexander Bastos, I would watch out from your mirrors, mate, because Felix won't be happy for what happened between him and Lee, and will want 7th place. As you can see, there's part of a wheel or brakes there. Felix is currently in 6th place, 15 laps on those softs. It's going to be a push to make those tyres go to the end. So Felix could get 6th here. Lee will make those go to the end, without a doubt. It's currently the fastest lap right now is, well, the person who retired is Jay, 140.6. So Jay, at least you hold the fastest lap currently. Wow. Sondre gets the leader, is 1 minute and 5 seconds. Jeez. And Joshua, it's 1 minute 40. Wow. Felix is all on the back of the Force India, but Felix knows what this position is to be back of a car. It doesn't help his tyres, and it's not really. This is not the best section to attack. If it was me, I'd prefer to overtake him before sector 1, like just on the main straight, and then fly. But I know Felix, he has got an attacking instinct. He's a very, very respectable, clean driver. Unfortunate today, he had a bit of contact with the lead. Yet again, this is the only battle on track. And look at the gap between Jack and Technic Gaming, 22 seconds, and Technic Gaming between Can is 20.5. This reminds me of the United States Grand Prix between me, Tyler Rhodes, and Michael Marlowe. They're both 20 seconds between each other. Tyler Rhodes will remember that because he annihilated me in those inters. Didn't have the best setup for that track. There, Felix says thank you very much and gets the position. However, Alexander Bastos is, even though he is on the soft tyre, will have another bite of the cherry. He does have the soft tyres. He does have DRS. No, look at that already. But he's 6 tenths behind, and I don't believe he will challenge. His DRS is open. He was wide there. Those tyres must be awful right now. The two people who I believe who will take fastest lap is Alexander Bastos or Tyler Rhodes. Because they're both... Oh, actually, hang on a minute. Jack is being a bit cocky right now. He has just pitted on a set of super soft tyres because he had that much of a gap between Technic Gaming. This could cost him the win. He could be too cocky and retire. This could cost him the win. This reminds me of Paco Suarez in Singapore. I am sorry I had to bring up my teammate's name there. But, Jack, this is very cocky in my opinion. However, I know what your pace is like, and I know you've got a high chance of achieving this. So there will be a battle for the lead. I won't really say a battle between, because Technic Gaming is on 12 lap softs and Jack is on fresh supers. That Felix, by 1 lap, Felix already pulled a gap to Alexander Bastos by 2 seconds and is now on a charge for Tyler Rhodes, who is 2.9 seconds ahead of him. But then Tyler Rhodes is 4 seconds ahead of Sondre, but Sondre has gained on Lee. He's now 12.2. Last time I checked, it was 16 a few laps ago, so now he's 12 seconds in fact, and he's very slowly gaining on Lee. There's only a few laps left as Sondre got what it takes to pass Lee. Well, catch Lee at first and then pass him. There's one way to catch somebody. There's one other way to pass somebody. You know, Sondre has to be careful with Lee. Lee will be on used tyres, but so will he. Currently, we'll stay on board. Well, actually, no, we'll go on board with Jack. Is now already on Technic Gaming already. Technic Gaming wants to win this race. He has to defend. He isn't really defending, but I believe he's making a smart decision to get the other DRS on. Sorry about that voice crack there. My voice isn't the best today. It's currently, Technic is now right, well, not really right behind. He's only 5 tenths. And he isn't really gaining on Jack, so there we go. Jack is now currently back into the lead. Sondre is 11.6 seconds now off lead. I do believe this is one of Sondre's favourite tracks, and look at this, Felix is now finally gaining on Tyler Rhodes, 1.8 seconds currently. Tyler isn't pitting yet. Alexander Bastos is also not pitting right now. These two are on the most used set of soft tyres, then it's Lee Kelly. I guarantee the lead will not pit if he wants this 4th place. Very slowly catching on Tyler. Very slowly. Actually, no, he lost a bit of time there actually. This is the only potential battle already. Look at Jack. He's already pulled 3 seconds within a lap. Jack is on fire right now. Jack does set the fastest lap, so he's stolen that from Jay. A 139.6. I believe Jay's was 140.6, so a whole second quicker, but he will be on a lighter fuel car. There's only a few more laps to the end. As Lewis has put Khan and then loads of fireworks bombs and all that sort of stuff in the chat. Don't know why he's put that, don't know what it means. I believe Khan's done very well to get third right now. His teammate is in fourth. Look at Felix, he's right on back of Tyler Rhodes now. There's one thing I do know, Tyler Rhodes isn't the easy person to get by. I do know that, it's very difficult to get past him. Let's look at Felix on the quicker tyre though, he will get quickly past him with these. However, those supers won't be the best for much longer, they will die out probably by lap 10. Felix already on the back, goes on the outside. He makes the move read. I believe that was Tyler Rhodes or Felix locking up. I didn't really see who locked up. Felix. He must be furious right now. Felix's next target is Sondre. Now, will Felix... Oh, actually, Jack is pulling out all the stops. So a 139.2 now. He's absolutely flying. But will Felix catch Sondre? There's only a few laps left to go. The gap is currently 5.6 seconds, and Sondre's gap to Lee is 7.7. As Sondre got what it takes to catch Lee, and I've seen I have seen penalties with the huge crash. Oh, and his career has crashed out. I don't know where that is. Oh, yes, I do. It is through the fast left and right. Sondre has to be careful, but it won't really affect him that much. But I bet that did scare Lee. And now my prediction is right. There is only 10 drivers remaining. Wow, there's been absolute chaos. Can't speak. For both tiers, F2 only had 6 drivers finishing, and it looks like F1 is only going to have 10 drivers finishing. Is putting in 5th place. He will be happy with that. He's had a bit of bad luck recently. Now he's back on form. Gap currently to Felix and Sondre is 5.4. However, Sondre has closed the gap by a second to Lee. This is going to be very interesting. Will Sondre catch up and pass Lee before the end of the race? I wonder what your comments on the stream are going to be between that. What are your predictions of Sondre passing Lee? I believe he possibly could do it. However, Felix is also gaining. It's currently the gap now between Lee and Sondre is 6 seconds. Felix is just relaxing right now. He's got no one to bother him. So that clean air will help his tyres. Sondre is currently 6 seconds now. So he's lost a bit of time there. He's lost around about 3/10. Felix's gap to Sondre is now 3.2. Now I believe Felix will catch up with Sondre before Sondre catches up with Lee. Now Lee is on almost 20 laps soft. Now he is almost, I believe he could be in punchy territory right now. However, the only other 2 people who are in punchy territory is Tyler Rhodes and Alexander Bastos right now. Oh, there's another lock-up from Tyler, will not help his tyre wear. So Alexander is actually gaining on Tyler. As there we go, Sondre is now gaining on Lee Kelly, 5.5 seconds right now. However, it isn't enough at the moment. Only a few laps left, 3 laps left. It's 3 seconds at most he could gain if he was gaining a second a lap, as Felix is within that range now. Felix is 2.8 seconds now and is closing quite rapidly to Sondre. So Sondre is going to have a look in his mirrors very soon and stop to try and attack Lee and try and defend off Felix. Look at that, only a few laps when Jack pitted. I believe he pitted on lap 21 and the gap between him and Tenet Gaming was already 12.3 seconds. However, there's yellows in sector 2 and Lou has retired, I believe, in the castle section. We'll go on board with Joshua right now. And yes, I believe it is. It is in the castle section. And that is very unfortunate. He did a Tyler Rhodes and quali. It's very unfortunate for Louis. And now my prediction's gone out the window for 10 drivers left. Just 3.7 seconds now off Lee. Felix, however, is 2.2. So Sondre and Felix will be coming under threat from each other in battling. Who will come out on top? Sondre or Felix? Because Lou has got, apparently Lou, Lou has completed 90%, so that 10th will be his and it will be a point, I believe. Sondre is very good. I can't speak. He's really closing on the lead right now, but so is Felix. Felix is gaining on both of them. As Can has got a 3-second time penalty, but that, if Felix hits the wall there, but Can's 3-second time penalty won't really affect him since Lee is 16.4 seconds behind. However, Sondre is probably just going to wish just to finish this race. However, this yellow's in sector 2. Can Tyron is out of the race. It's Lee Kelly, the 10-year-old, and F2 going to get a podium finish. His heart must be pumping right now to get this podium finish. He knows what he's got to do is to survive around here. However, Can has done 90% of the race, so whatever position he does finish, he will score points. As Lee knows what he's got to do right now. As Lee is currently 1.9 seconds ahead of Sondre. Sondre could get a podium. This could be ecstatic for both drivers right now. Felix would like a podium, but I believe Sondre and Lee deserve it more, in my opinion. Lee definitely from F2, and Sondre, who I believe hasn't even been on the podium, I believe, in F1. I could be wrong there in my facts. However, Sondre is very slowly gaining. It's almost in DRS range, so Sondre must be feeling the dirty air from Lee right now. Lee is probably going to defend the best as he can. He doesn't want to lose his 3rd place. He did retire yesterday. Well, this is actually the section he did retire on. So here comes Sondre. It's already gained. Look at this. Sondre is on the back of him. 2 laps left. There's only 2 laps left, and Jack will be about to start his last lap. However, we'll go back on board with Sondre, Lee, and possibly Felix into this battle. Aaron is saying Bottle Haug, and Haug is going to get 3rd place. As Tyler Rhodes has dropped to 7th. Has he made a mistake? Has he got a puncher? I believe Tyler Rhodes has got a puncher. I can't really tell. But we'll go back on board with Sondre. Well, Sondre's not really in the battling mode yet. Oh, there is yellows in sector 1 and 2. Yes, Tyler Rhodes has got a puncher. The right rear. And that has now dropped him to 8th place. Now we'll go back on board with Sondre, the man who is on a mission to score 3rd place. Look how much speed he's got compared to Lee. But will Lee do a Felix scenario all over again? Defend it like a god. Look at Sondre on the outside of Lee. Now, where is Felix in this battle? He is in DRS range. So now Felix could possibly get Lee and help Sondre get to this 3rd place. However, Lee is staying with Sondre. Let's look at Sondre. He's now got 3rd place. Lee has lost 3rd place. I don't believe Lee will get 3rd place back with those well on those tyres. However, Felix may get it. Howard Williams in sector 2 and 3. I don't know who that is for. I believe that's for Tyler Rhodes. Yeah, that is for Tyler Rhodes. Because now we will go back on board with Sondre. There's a three-way battle for third place for the final podium spot. And I did not predict Sondre to get third place right now. He still could not get it. He could easily lose control of the car, but I don't believe he will do that. He is a man on his mission. However, Jack has finished and has spun across the line. Oh, wrong driver to click. Technic Gaming is Tyler Rhodes gets out of the way as Technic Gaming comes home for P2. Congratulations for the Mercedes team from him. Has stayed, both drivers have stayed in their actual positions. But look at Sondre. He's actually pulling away from Lee and Felix. Currently the gap is over a second now. Sondre can almost taste the champagne. As Lee is kind of helping Sondre right now, because Felix is not in DRS range as Sondre. Now, this could be the only time Sondre could get third. This is the most crucial part of the section. He doesn't bottle it. And Sondre, I don't believe he's got any penalties. I believe he will get third place. Let's see what Sondre can do. Round the final straight to take third place. Outstanding drive from Sondre as Felix takes fourth and Lee takes fifth. Congratulations to Sondre, Technic Gaming and Jack to be on the podium as Alexander Vassos, I believe, has also got a puncher. Yes, he's got a puncher as well. I believe that is the left rear, and I think Joshua is going to pass it before the line. He does. What a position to take on the line, because Alexander Vassos has got a left rear puncher, I believe, as Joshua will take 6th place. As Alexander Vassos will take 7th. As an interesting fact, Sondre hasn't had a podium for 400 days, and he's doing the dog sound effect in the chat. Congratulations for the top 3, 2 Red Bull sponsored drivers and 1 Mercedes team. Congratulations to Jack to win the race, keeps the lead in the championship. Technic Gaming in 2nd, and Sondre Sorhaug, the man, 400 days ago was his last podium, and now he can wipe that off his calendar list to finally score a podium in Baku. He wasn't expecting it. What an outstanding drive there from Sondre. As Aaron has said, when I don't race, others do good. Well, this has been Azerbaijan Baku. Your top 10 is Jack, Technic Gaming and Sondre Sorhaug with 3rd, starting from 13th, so I believe he deserves driver of the day in my opinion. Felix does take 4th, finally gets the better of Lee in 5th. Joshua in 6th, Alexander Bastos in 7th, Tyler Rhodes, who did get lapped at the end, in 8th. Both drivers in 7th and 8th got punches, can retire on track and stays 9th and gets those 2 points, and Louis takes 10th. And everybody else doesn't finish from 9th to 16th. So there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been IRL F1 Season 5, Round 16, Azerbaijan. So top 3 again is Jack, Technic Gaming, and the man on a mission today was Sondre Sorhaug. Well, it's been Jared Fosby doing comms today, as should be another one-off. But I hope you liked the commentary and hope you enjoyed the race as much. And thank you for watching and taking your time to watch the stream. And hopefully Lance can make the next round, which is Australia, round 17. So see you guys then. Goodbye for now.